Hebben jullie zin in? Doe dan even die like en abonneer op mijn kanaal en laten we beginnen. We zijn met andere mensen. Wow. Ik dacht even van hoe kan ik zo erg springen, maar volgens mij waren er gewoon bam. Ik heb al lang niet meer Fortnite gespeeld. En maandag ga ik ook weer op vakantie, dus dan kan ik weer tot met zaterdag niet uploaden. Het zou kunnen dat er wel een video komt. Maar waarschijnlijk niet. Het is geen hele korte video, maar ik denk niet, sowieso geen game video dan. Maar elke maandag een nieuwe video, behalve deze maandag gewoon. Ik denk dan elke maandag, weet niet zeker. Wat zeg ik allemaal? Ja, ik ben zieker. Ik wil niet dat dit allemaal van mensen zijn. Gelukkig. Oh, ik zie eentje. Oh, hij heeft al iemand. Ik heb er een. Hoeveel players zijn er al? Ook weer 1 iemand nog. Maar we hebben verloren. Of gewonnen? Weet niet. Ik zou het tweede van het team worden. Maar zijn we weer zoekers. Nee, we zijn stoppers. Kom. Nee, de vliegende boom wordt aangevallen. Oh. Dus zo grappig. Ik ga de beste verstopplek ooit aan jullie laten zien. Hier. En dan hier zo. In het bosje. Die vinden ze nooit. Oh. Ik kan niet juist gewoon even lekker dansen. laatste. Als geluid afgaat, ga ik lopen. Oké. 20 seconden ga ik lopen. Oké, go. Ja, en zo gewoon maken. Oh, dat is grappig. Nou, nu gaan we nog een keer. Kijk even naar mijn skin. Oeh, marshmallow is zo vet. Ja. Pam. Hopelijk gaan we weer meteen. Ja, mogen stoppen. Oké. Ik ga in het huis. Ik ga me veranderen. Een appeltje. En waar ligt de appel? Zien we hem niet. Oh, hier. Wat? Ik kon niet meer rondbewegen. Oh, close encounters, yes! Close encounters. Close encounters was al ooit een keer zo iemand, maar ja, dan is het dood. Nou kijk eens, als er eigenlijk zo raar iemand of zo zou zitten, dan als ik stil ben, dan snap je jullie het bijvoorbeeld wel, maar ik wil wel gewoon het beeld hebben. Dat wordt grappig. Ik wou gewoon dat jullie bijvoorbeeld zoiets horen. Hallo. Dus ik is echt een van mijn favorite games. Wow, de battle bus. Holy. Kijk gewoon hoe vet het eruit ziet. Ja. Mensen, wie heeft er allemaal respect voor het monster? Ik niet. Ik vind het wel een beetje een tegenstelling. Dat je allemaal kan vinden bij de monster. Oeh. Kom maar op met die paarse shotgun. Yes. Ons helpen. Oh, ik ben dood. Pam, pam. Mam. Wat weer verder gaat. Kijk eens, we gaan gewoon even lekker verder. Nico hierin, Nico. Kijkers, ik doe even één ding. En dan daarin. Mute. Ja, ik heb een eigen niet.
Eerst wil je mama nog even spreken?
Nee.
Oh, nee? Oké. Zal ik even nog staan? Oké.
Kijkers, weet je welke film je echt eens een keer moet checken? De film Venom. Geweldig. Een geweldig game. Nee! Oh, kak. Ik moet zoeken. Dan gaat het ook weer eens een keer vooruit dan. Dan gaan we eens kijken. Waar zou je zijn tas zitten? Kijk, sorry dat ik heel erg stil ben, maar ik ben echt super erg aan het concentreren dan. En play hiding. Gewonnen. Ja, gewonnen guys. We gaan nu weer een potje proppend opstarten. Dadelijk. Dan weet ik de perfecte plek. Nou, om mijn kijkers. Ik heb wel een beetje zin in Fortnite. Gewoon weer een potje proppend weer opstarten. En dan kijken we wel gewoon wat gebeurt. Klaar. En ja. Zo zit het default. Dan gaan ze geen default. Geen default voor ons vandaag. Wij lopen gewoon lekker uit de map hoor.
Hola. Hola.
Ik heb ze even allemaal gemute, want ik heb steeds een hekel aan zoiets weer. Holy. Hup. Hup. balen. Nou, kijk eens, het is maar een beetje saai verder. Ik moet wel een beetje klaar met powerpunt voor vandaag. Dus we gaan even een andere game mode doen. Nee, niet getreurd, we gaan niet deze livestream uitzetten. Zoiets. We gaan gewoon nog een ander gamepje doen. De livestream moet stoppen, als ik moet stoppen, of als ik moet gaan eten, of dat soort dergelijks. Eens kijken of mijn microfoonlijn staat. Ik praat wel een beetje hard. Maar ja. Eigenlijk staat de microfoon een beetje hard. Ja. Ik denk toch dat het een beetje fijn is voor jullie ook. Als ik een beetje normaal praat. Dit is wel goed. Ja. Dit is gewoon hoe ik altijd praat ook. Zo hoor ik mezelf met koptelefoon op ook. Dus zo is het geluid voor jullie ook wel weer fijn. Dus ja, dat is wat ik ga zeggen. Ik zet toch wel gewoon wat harder. Want dat is gewoon fijn. Dit, ja, dit is het goeie. Zit ik in de World Cup of zo? Oh, kijk gewoon lekker World Cup mee. Dit is echt geweldig. Papa! Kijk eens. Dit is echt geweldig. Ik zit in een potje en ik kijk gewoon live mee de World Cup. Ik zit in een potje en ik kijk gewoon de World Cup mee. Het is gewoon vet. Ik krijg gewoon een filmpje binnen terwijl ik zit te spelen. Dit is gewoon dik hard.
Underrated pair. A lot of these teams coming out of NA West are so because they are so mechanically gifted.
Nou, dit is zo vet.
Has really ever seen on this sort of level. So Leno and Barrow, somebody look out for it.
And they say they want to put NA West on the map. And after that, the last pair we have Nate.
Dit is gewoon lekker World Cup mee te kijken, kijkers.
Second place at TwitchCon, been representing as a duo, and they work so well together. We're gonna throw it down to the floor to hear what they have to say ahead of the competition.
What's going on, guys? Jordan Fisher here, standing with Nate Hill and Funk. We've got two remarkably gifted duos here, which is fantastic. Nate, you are a bit of a multi-hyphenate. We can relate on that level. What I don't understand is how you've managed to balance training for something as high pressure as this while balancing the rest of your
Ja.
What's that been like?
Oké.
Given that side of my life up for a minute, just for this tournament, I've had absolutely no life except for training for Fortnite for the past.
Oh, dit is wel leuk hoor.
So I guess there is no balance in between the two. It's just been all in on Fortnite for this.
Fantastic, thank you so much. And then the two of you have been competing together for quite some time. Have your strategies kind of shifted while you've been training for this?
Yeah. I mean, we've gone over like strategies what teams are dropping, so we've been like studying everybody and seeing what our best like option is. So it definitely has changed since the qualifiers, and I feel confident for the finals.
Fantastic. Well, we're all very excited to see you guys do your work. It's going to be fantastic. Get up there and slay out.
Thank you so much there, Jordan. You can tell they're ready to play the man on the stage.
Dit is echt grappig.
Now our next group has
Even maar een beetje zodat jullie kunnen meekijken.
but you'll also be seeing tomorrow because they qualified for the solos competition. We'll kick it off with the Gambit boys, Flexi and Letwick, followed up with Crew and Chapix, Daedra and Mids of Gamers Origin, and then Nyrox and Aqua. Some of the best pairs coming out of Europe. The Gambit boys are known for being very aggressive, very pointed, and have fully qualified. So both of them playing not only together in the duos, but will face it off in the competition. Crew qualified for solos as well. Chapix just barely missing it a number of times. The Valhalla Vikings duo is incredible together. They are honestly one of my favorites in terms of the duo side of the competition and deserve a lot more credit and notoriety than they get.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Daedra and Miz as well. They played at ESO Katowice with Zayton Zap, which you mentioned before. They played incredibly well out of the French community. So we'll be looking out for them, the Gamers Origin boys. And then Nyrox and Aqua. What more can you say about these guys? These guys have been on the rise, and a lot of people are starting to realize how good they are.
They are incredibly consistent in one of the toughest beats, averaging one of the best places. And additionally, we will see Aqua tomorrow as well, qualified in the solo competition. We have a chance to catch up with them right before they take the stage. Jordan, what do they have to say?
What's up? We've got Nyrox and Aqua here. Nyrox, you guys have both been playing around with a bunch of different duos for quite some time. What is it about this duo, this pairing here, that you think has made it all the way to the finals for you?
It's a skill of Aqua that's made it. He's really good in everything. That's why we succeed.
Fantastic. And what makes this?
Yeah, we are going to win.
Fantastic, great. Mechanically gifted, comms are fantastic. We're going to see a lot of that here in just a bit.
So that's exactly what you want to hear going into a duos competition. Is having confidence, and we know if Aqua's already qualified for the solos as well, he's going to play there tomorrow. So we'll see that pair going forward. We're going to continue down on the floor with our next group. It's Cease and Elevate, Landjock, Punisher, Wishy DP, and Gustavox, and then Little and Jay. And then finally, Mega and Doug, you see on the left side of your screen right now.
And I just want to say right away, Cease and Elevate don't get enough credit. There was a post on the competitive subreddit about it. Cease across all the stories from the beginning, consistent eliminator above every other one of the quote-unquote popular or best players. Cease was above all of them, and he has dominated in the entire competition. He's also qualified for solos.
Yeah, and then Landjock and Punisher right after them. This is a duo that, again, also doesn't get enough credit. But hey, there's 50 of them here today. Landjock, one of the people that a lot of the community thinks has the best creative 1v1 skills in honestly the pro community. So we'll see whether he can convert that today. It's another stage. It's a lot of differences. It's going to go down to it.
And Wishy and Gustavox 8 are known for being very aggressive and
Kijk dan, papa.
executing pinch maneuvers
Kijk dan gewoon.
incredibly well. If you isolate from your teammate for a second, and we're talking one grid space, they will take advantage. And then Little and Jay, the original S2 boys coming out of NA West, who said, hey, we might be young, but we'll go against anyone. We don't care who it is, we'll push you, we'll take the ball, we'll take the high ground, we're going to beat you. And then talking about taking the walls, Bala.
Yeah, talking about taking the walls. Mega and Dubs are in this too, and there's so much to say about them, but we're just going to sit down and find out more about Dubs.
Dikke kus terug.
First thing I do is wake up at 12, hop in the shower, get some food. What time are you gonna start?
Zo, wacht even. Ah, kak. Nou, we blijven even lekker zo kijken. Voor Nou, dat filmpje, daar kijken we zo verder. Mensen, de Fortnite World Cup is echt gewoon begonnen. Het filmpje, jammer dat de titel niet veranderd kan worden, maar... Fortnite World Cup is begonnen. Oké.
Made him very comfortable and got him a good setup for gaming.
Dit is gewoon vet. Blijf kijken, ik ga even eten, kijkers, blijf gewoon lekker kijken.
If I hadn't broken my leg, I would not be where I'm at right now. I'm a professional Fortnite player.
Oh my, he picks it up. Wow.
Solos is my strong point.
Ik ben klaar met eten. We gaan nog niet beginnen met eten, dus.
Or playing for high ground. The first time I qualified for the World Cup, it was crazy. People were shocked at what I had just done.
He was not with an organization. They were thinking, who is this guy? He's got to be cheating. Nobody knows who he is. He was on a mission to prove them wrong.
Dub said, look, I've qualified. I'm just going to come back and just flex on literally the entire region.
To prove them all wrong, I qualified 4 times for solos and once for duos.
Ik heb er zo aangezet voor de kijkers zodat ze even kunnen kijken, want ik ben live. Dus kijken.
I play with so much confidence. I just love the game so much that I just want to put every minute into grinding. So I can be the best player I can be.
Dit zijn natuurlijk dus allemaal goede players, hè?
That honestly, in retrospective, I know it was stressful when it happened, but it has to be the biggest compliment that you are quite literally so good, averaging just inside 5th overall with the solo placings, that the entire community thinks you're cheating. That you are that much better, that everyone's there. There's no way, and you saw it there. Him and Mega had one of the most ridiculous performances.
Kijk die vet, maar ik ga even eten kijken, dus later.
To qualify. And I mean, it was nuts follow, but now time to get into the next one.
Yeah, let's go ahead forward. The first pair is XXM and Mende out of China. And then following them up is Airwax and Nikov, Hunter and Kinstar, Leneuf and Kinton, SSK7 and Jamside, and then finally Volks and Parpy on the right there.
And XXM and Mend were the only Chinese team to qualify through the open track, and then Airwalks and Nikov, and then Hunter and Keenstar. The Solari brothers, the group qualifying all within the same week, and Airwalks taking his repeat Pro-Am title yesterday with RL Grime, saying it was easy claps, 12 points clear of the South Korean duo, and then Leneuf and Quinton just recently being signed to Navi, representing them on the stage, looking to make a name for themselves, and they're hyper aggressive.
One of the duos I think a lot of people need to look out for, though, is SSK7 and Jamside, known for their aggressive style of play, always fighting for high ground earlier than most people, and then not giving it up. Nobody is going to be able to contest them off high ground. They get tons of eliminations because of it, but we'll see if that might bite them here today.
And you talk about insanely aggressive. Most people, you need to tag them and see shields broken or maybe white damage to go after them. Volks and Parpy, if you move and they see a pixel, they're going, they raise all kinds of chaos in NAEs when playing in the Trios tournament, and now we're going to get a chance to talk to the aggressive Oceania duo down on the floor. Jordan, what do you have for us?
I've got Parpy and Volks here, two of the most astonishing talents out of Oceania. You guys are coming all the way over from not only Australia, but New Zealand, facing off against some of the best talent, not only from your region, but the rest of the world. We've seen that there are different play styles from kind of everywhere. We all know this, but going into this, how do you prepare? How does one prepare up against these play styles?
I just eat a fruit salad, just have a shower, get off, get some water, have a fruit salad, and then just try to get hyped.
Love it, regardless of the region. That's great. Fruit salad. You can take care of NA East and in EU and everybody. Now, the most astonishing thing here is this record, this elim record of 102 that you guys had, the single most elims in 1 week. I don't think anybody would expect for either of you guys to be super W key today because of what you're up against. But what is your strategy going into this?
Just play slow and just hopefully make it to endgame and just get high. That's basically it.
Beautiful. Well, we're going to see it here very soon. We can't wait.
I'm disappointed that that routine of 2 fruit salads in the morning isn't going to give them the confidence to continue what we know and love about them, the W key mentality.
I honestly thought he was just going to turn and look at Jordan and be like, W key, holding forward the whole time, but they know when to play intelligently and play for height. Let's get into our next group. Again, his qualifiers from NA East and NA West. We have Tetra and Eclipse, Ronaldo and Ziff, Sean and Aiden and Rote, DW and Blue Team. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to Eclipse in particular. I've hopped into his backpack a number of times personally, and we had to do some tests, and they had a phenomenal qualifying week. And then Ronaldo and Ziff averaging some of the highest placements in the week they played. They popped off at TwitchCon, came out of nowhere, where people were like, who are you guys, qualifying through in the first run, going to look to make a run at it here today.
And then what more can you say about Sean and Aiden? I mean, this is a duo that we've seen time and time again, a favorite out of NA West that week. Then they came out of, they clutched up and did amazing things. Both of them took part of our Pro-Am tourney yesterday.
And then Rohit, DW and Blue Team, one of my personal favorite duos. They came together after week 4 saying, hey, we need to do something different. Rohit came onto the scene during the Winter Royale, qualified through the open format, and looks to punish people's mistakes at all points of the game. You talk about hyper-aggressive players early, you can't stop him from going, but the one person who does is Blue Team, known for his calm decision-making, kind of turning off all emotions and just making the right decisions. They have a fantastic pair in chemistry, and I mean, I'm excited to hear what they had to say leading into the competition. It's going to be just absolutely amazing.
Fantastic. We've got Blue T and Rote DW here, two beyond incredibly mechanically gifted players here. Blue T, you've placed consistently in the top 15 over the last year from the Winter Royale qualifiers, the Secret Skirmish, and top 5 in the Share the Love event. How are the two of you together going to work to secure this #1 spot today?
I'm just going to give this guy a bunch of call-outs, make sure he's safe and alive, and once we hit late game, he's just going to slay out.
Slay out away. We can't wait.
It's going to be so incredible to see if they can make that dynamic work on the stage. They have such great teamwork, and they have distinct play styles over the face of the game, and if they can get rolling, they might be able to challenge towards that top. Now on to our next group, because we're excited to keep the introductions rolling. It's Item and Derox, Oslo and Bad Sniper, 4ZR and No Word, Red Rush and Snappy, and then Yu Wang and KBB. This is a bunch of guys out of Europe, and then the Chinese qualifiers coming out of the Tencent track. And I mean, some of these guys are incredibly skilled. Item and Derox with that ridiculous 41 elimination victory royale during the semifinals, and then they carried over the performance into the Sunday.
Yeah, one of the only times we saw actually consistency from the semifinals carry over into the finals. But another team that actually started breaking through in the finals towards the end, which led them to qualify, is Oslo and Bad Sniper. And I think something very interesting about this group, or this duo is particularly, they're going to be contesting at Tilted Towers, and they are very proficient at doing so.
They will be in the fray, and if Bad Sniper gets a sniper in his hands, here's a joke. His name online is actually not Bad Sniper, because he hits all of those shots. Will be looking to make them pay. Now, 4ZR and Nord, also another very aggressive pair, but kind of just like to chill out at times. They like find themselves on the edge, take the rifles. If they know they have an advantage, they go. We've seen them before as well in the Winter Royale.
And then on the bottom right there, Yu Wang and KBB, they came out of the Tencent track, which was a competition that was hosted out in China. And so I think a lot of people didn't see those games and don't really know what these two are all about. Let's continue and find out more about them.
心情的话非常亢奋吧，就可以跟各国的选手切磋。 如果想跟一个队来对抗的话，我更希望是跟芒果那队。
要对游戏的喜欢，对吧？然后对游戏的理解，
还要有一个信仰，就是想成为冠军的一种念头。毕竟职业就是要奔着冠军去的。
喜欢这款游戏，然后对游戏的理解程度，然后对自己的技术非常的自信。
心情就感觉跟做梦一样，但这一切都是靠自己努力得来的，就非常的好。冠军等着我们！
So happy to see their level of excitement and to be here representing China through those 10-cent track. It was amazing to watch them play in those games. A distinct different style, but also very built-in rifle-centric. Will be one of 2 Chinese teams representing. And now into our last section of qualifiers. These were the guys who ended up qualifying in the final week. The last chance to be there. It's Slacks and Keys, Calculator and Macwood, Zone and King, Epic Whale and 4DR Storm, and then Vinny and Zexro. And I mean, so many of these guys we could talk about right now, but the one I want to focus on, King and Zone, coming out of Argentina. They are ridiculously aggressive, know how to go full send, and I think people will be surprised. They're able to execute on a level where if they get rolling, it's going to be very hard to stop them.
It's one of the same situations as the kind of Chinese duo, at least at smaller extent, because a lot of these guys don't know how they play, don't know how to respond when the play style that they haven't gone up against is shown. But one duo I want to talk about is Epic Whale and Storm, because this is one of the few fully qualified duos. We'll see both of them tomorrow, and what a way to do it, because they came together at the last second as well.
They came together in the final week knowing it was their last opportunity, and they wanted to be there. They wanted 2 seats on the stage in each one of the competitions and have really separated themselves. But speaking of somebody who separated themselves, Zexro and Vinny. Zexro, the original pioneer of the My Wall now. I'm going at you. I will win the game with 16 plus eliminations, and there's nothing you can do about it. Everything coming over, not only Zexro's wrist issues, but a little bit of kind of turbulence between them. They're actually not even going to be dueling after this competition, so this will be a last hurrah, and let's see what Zexro and Vinny have to say.
We've got Vinny and Zexro here. Very excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are thrilled and excited to see what you guys have planned for today. You both have been competing both very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competitions that you've had leading up to the scrims, whatever the case may be?
For sure, the competition's definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet, but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So
awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Zexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I didn't really play much, and then I was on you and everything. I was just playing the qualifier days, take a lot of a leave, you know, and then it started going away at the end, and then qualified, so we're chilling.
Fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
There you have it. It's proof that it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way through. You got to do your VOD review. You got to take care of your body, get those wrist stretches in. That's Zexro's story there. We'll see how they perform today. We've got one final group of duos to let on the floor. It's going to be Serpent and Hype, Wolfies and Rojo, Skype and Vato, 4Winds and Tux, Kluja and Thomas HT, and then finally Puz and me.
I mean, there's so many players in here you can call out. Serpent and Hype with the original Can You Translate It to Sunday? They won so many of those semifinals, and in the last week, we're able to do it. I got an opportunity to actually talk with Rojo in the practice room, and he says he's excited to be here, wants to play, wants to get on the stage, and knows he'll be able to enact their game plan. He wouldn't tell me what it was, and I wouldn't leak it anyway. Though the stream duo, kind of a little bit of parity there between Vinny and Zexro. Skype battling a ton of wrist issues and then able to overcome it, and I got to speak with him as well, and he's like, I'm just happy. I'm glad I'm here, man, and there was a fantastic post he did about it.
Yeah, he had that Twit Longer where he basically went through how he lost his confidence because of his wrist issue, and then gained it back because of the support of all you guys at home who supported Skype through his journey. The French community doing so as well. Moving on forward, Borwin and Tux, somebody I think is very interesting because they qualified and moved through the entire, they switched duos at the last second, so same thing.
And then you have Klusha, a player who qualified as well for the solo competition, and Thomas, his partner from Singularity. And the final duo, Puz and Ming, representing from South Korea. Unfortunately, there was an Asian team who was unable to make it. Puz and Ming having won in the Week 8 qualifier where there wasn't an additional spot. And on top of that, their consistent placements earned them that alternate spot coming out of the region. We had an opportunity to talk with them and have a package set up, and let's see what they had to say.
저는 밍이라고 하고 이제 아시아에서 진출하였습니다. 저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출한 사람입니다. 가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻게 되어서 이렇게 진출하게 되었어요. 온라인에서 상금을 이렇게 받으면서 같이 경쟁하는 게 마음에 들었어요. 유럽 선수들과 해보고 싶었어요. 게임하기 전에 이제 계속 어떻게 게임을 플레이할지 생각을 하고 하는 거죠. 그냥 연습을 최대한 시간에 맞게 활용을 하고 최대한 많이 노력을 하다 보면
I mean, I can only imagine what is going through their heads. First, taking the top spot in a week where there wasn't a qualification spot, and then having one of the most consistently best placements, then being chosen as an alternate, and finding out who's going to be competing, having a chance to represent Asia and South Korea here. And they are very good. They're known for playing aggressively, trying to find a side of a zone, box themselves up, and get some shots towards the side of the rotation. If they can get that position, don't expect them to not be dangerous, because they will make some waves, and that's the competition. Those are all the players. Those are the 100 best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos. And now there's a duo in particular. We talked about it. The loudest duo when they're announced. They want to be the loudest duo when all is said and done. We have Mitro and Mongrel down on the floor. Jordan, what do they have to say?
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly, to hear their comms. It's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing at a LAN is two very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but online is easier, but I don't know, I just like LAN more.
Fair. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here, and especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Deze ben ik weer.
Jordan, and now just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world are on the stage competing for their share of $15 million, ball. And I mean...
Ja, ik weet niet of wat. Hallo. Ik wil pizza. Kun je ondertussen onderin meekijken? Wat gebeurt er met de 8-7? Yo! 3, 2, 1. We beginnen! Fortnite World Cup! Ja! Ik hoor de Bello bus. Het gaat beginnen! De bekers, gewoon. Yo, ten.
lose my freaking voice.
It's amazing. It's like you feel so free. It's ridiculous.
Oké, zie je alle mensen.
Our names pop up on the screen. It was pretty surreal.
It was a huge sigh of relief. All the hard work we did just finally paid off. We were kind of going nuts.
She finds the zone. He has to go forward though, because there's that change in elevation. She finds the first action, finds the second, and he does! Speed left! That is why he's a World Cup qualifier! This is it right here, the 1v1! Who is the other bride in the runoff?
He takes what? Damage to himself, and all of a sudden it's complete chaos.
What a win! Victory Royale! GG!
Oké, mensen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from my hometown, baby. New York City, where you at? Where you at? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition. Millions in prizing on the line, and most importantly, what's right behind
guys.
the championship, the trophy, and the first ever Fortnite World Champion. We're going to crown that today, and it's going to be awesome. And I want to know,
Wie is de beste Fortnite ter wereld?
are you hyped? Are you ready? You know what? Maybe I can't do the job. I think this will do some justice.
Hey, fish stick. Yo.
Now, I know everyone here is excited to get to the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are gearing up and getting ready to go. You know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium,
Hey guys.
you've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times.
Hebben jullie ook zo raar geluid?
Obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is Fisher, who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got two of my favorite people in this stadium right now that are competing together. Two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world, and he's proved it time.
Maar ik heb hier geen zin meer in. Zo gaat. Ik ga nog een keer kijken. We kunnen onderin kijken. Kijk, jullie onderin. Ik ga ondertussen even spelen. Zodat het begint, blijf ik even spelen.
Now, Sean, you both competed in the pro yesterday, which was very sweaty. But your thought process, your strategy going into
Beetje Fortnite is Freddy's game.
Fantastic. We're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City. Are you ready? Oh, no. I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time.
We gaan beginnen.
The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters. Courage and Ninja.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Everything on the line here today. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop. And well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action.
Ninja staat daar.
The emotion here is insane.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
Ninja.
Led to this. I know the nerves absolutely at an all-time high.
I'm nervous
here.
right
now. I'm just casting. I'm not even playing. Meanwhile, they're paying for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. If you place in the top 15 duos in this game, they earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally, the Victory Royale, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you can only get a max of 10 placement points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So finding that good balance between elims and placements will be very key. Here's the prize money breakdown. And Ninja, you've been involved in competitive gaming for a long, long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No. I mean, you're looking at first place, $3 million. I mean, heck, I'd even settle for third at 1.8.
Settle for 1.8.
Settle. I'll settle. No, we've been playing. We both
Okay,
been competing for a
guys.
long time, but I've been competing for almost 10 years. Prize pool's never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, $50,000 in their pocket, but their eyes are on that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now from the Fortnite World Cup Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. We want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can use hashtags. I know we both have our predictions.
Oh, absolutely.
Who
you want to go first?
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Mitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been. I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most.
Waarom doet Ninja niet mee? Of doet Ninja wel mee?
But are they going to do that here? Are they going to go for placement? Or are they going to still W key like they've always been?
Maar doet Ninja niet mee.
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. There's a look again at Mongrel and Mitro, both qualified.
Hey, Nederland!
Last time they played, in the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake.
Yeah.
So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with a European duo.
Yeah.
I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. They're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, you've watched all these guys.
Yeah.
You're absolutely one of the best players in the world. But it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well. And I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads is. It's like, it's art, man. You know, what these guys do, it's art, so enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40-plus eliminations in Season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch, though, this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing a million-plus of you guys tune in.
Ik heb er geen zin meer in om te kijken. Ik ga heel even de stories kijken. En dat we de livestream naar de stop misschien. Het fout gaat. Maar trouwens, je hoeft deze livestream niet te kijken. Kijk gewoon lekker bij Fortnite zelf. Want ja, dat is ook gewoon netjes. Ik ga eens kijken of een leuke game is. Sfeer. Trouwens, welke games zijn leuk? Eens kijken. De gratis is nog wel leuk. Plus kan ik niks meer. Die zijn allemaal vet. Maar ik wil voor jullie even een game zien. Nou, wat wij even gewoon gaan doen.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas.
Nee. Geraakt. Kom hoog.
Hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. Pink Flamingo, a bus? Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of prop hunt that we play, but you get.
Oh, ik mag de burgers niet aanraken. Oh jawel. Ik moet burgers aanraken. Nou kijk eens, ik ga nog even kijken wat er nog meer is. En ja, even kijken of er een vette game is voor jullie. Eens kijken. Staat er of zo? YouTube. Media speler. Misschien is wel een leuke. Media speler. Nee. Eigenlijk gewoon voor jullie. Nou kijkers, vonden jullie dit nou een leuke... Oh, wacht even.
right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations.
Oh, ik heb alles gemist van wie heeft gewonnen.
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had.
Vonden jullie deze video nou leuk? Beloon dan even met een duimpje omhoog en abonneer op mijn kanaal. Zeg ik later.